All right, coming up on 7:30 exactly. When President Biden addressed the nation about gun violence, the first thing he mentioned were ghost guns. Here's a clip.
Want to rein in the proliferation of so-called ghost guns. These are guns that are homemade, built from a kit, that include directions on how to finish the firearm. You can go buy the kit. They have no serial numbers, so when they show up at a crime scene, they can't be traced.
Can't be traced. New research shows that the number of ghost guns recovered this year in Philadelphia averages out to 1 a day. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro joining us this morning. Always good to see you. Appreciate your time.
Good morning.
1 a day. I mean, that could be a fraction of the number of ghost guns that are currently out there. These criminals, this is their weapon of choice. There's a loophole, and they know it.
Well, that's exactly right. They've quickly become the weapon of choice. And just to put the numbers in context for you, we've seen a 152% increase in the number of ghost guns recovered. I think we're going to shatter the record that we set last year, sadly, in Philadelphia. And across Pennsylvania, a 437% increase in the number of ghost guns recovered. And, you know, you hit it with your intro there. These are unserialized, untraceable guns. And the most important part of it is you don't have to go through a background check to buy it. And so, you know, we have undercover agents surveilling at gun shows and other areas where people are buying these literally by the duffel bag full, bringing them back to their communities, assembling them, and it's very easy to assemble them, and then selling them illegally and using them for criminal activities. In fact, we just made a number of arrests in the city of Philadelphia of people who were doing that. These are, as you said, the weapon of choice for criminals. They're extremely dangerous, and they're leading to real violence on the streets of our city.
And you mentioned Philadelphia, where we have seen such an increase in violence, and it seems to be continuous. It's just nonstop. Specifically for Philadelphia, there are reports there were 99 that were found in 2019, and now it's up to 250 in 2020, and that's just 2020. That's
right, and we'll probably double that number this year, sadly. And again, that's just what law enforcement is recovering. Now, one of the other initiatives we've launched in the Attorney General's office is something called Track and Trace. That is tracking these crime guns, tracing them back to the people that had them, and making arrests. I'm very serious about this. We need to be tough on these people who are selling these guns illegally, who are trafficking these guns, who are using them for criminal purposes in our city. And that's exactly what we're doing and what we're working with our partners on.
Yeah, I know you gave legal advice that the gun frames should be considered as firearms as well. I mean, but this is certainly nothing new here. These frames, these kits have been available since the 90s. Some would say, why has it taken so long to take action?
Well, I think they've just become the weapon of choice for criminals. And for me, look, I've been Attorney General about 4 years. I started working on this issue soon after I became Attorney General. And as you pointed out, I issued legal guidance using my authority as the Commonwealth's top lawyer to say just simply that these ought to be considered firearms under our state law. And all that would mean is that if you're a criminal and you can't pass a background check when you go to the local gun store, well, then you won't be able to buy one of these as well. If you're a law-abiding citizen, you want to buy them, you go through a background check, fine. The bottom line here is everyone agrees, right, on both sides of this gun violence debate that we want to keep guns out of the hands of criminals. Well, this is a glaring loophole that is directly leading to violence in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and certainly in the city of Philadelphia. We need to close that loophole. That's exactly what I've been doing for years. I'm really pleased the president has taken this step, because what the president's decision means is that under federal law, these ghost guns would be considered firearms and thus subject to a background check.
And it's interesting you mentioned closing the loophole, because some, and also Republicans, have been saying, is that really going to be enough? Because we have had restrictions when it comes to buying guns and certain things in the past, and that hasn't really stopped much. So could this be the answer then?
Look, I've grown tired of this argument that, oh, well, if we only do this, it won't be enough to fully solve the problem. Look, since when is there a silver bullet, pardon the pun, to solve every single problem? You need to chip away at it piece by piece. Yeah. We know that this is a glaring loophole that's leading to violence. Let's close that loophole. And then let's work on other issues like red flag laws, like dealing with mental health, like making sure that we do everything we can to keep guns out of the hands of criminals. We have to have an all of the above strategy. We can protect liberty and public safety at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. And let me explain what I mean by that. As part of my effort on ghost guns, we negotiated with the largest gun show promoter in Pennsylvania, a gun show promoter that was about to sell 40,000 ghost guns this year alone. And we went to him and we showed him the evidence that we had gathered about how these ghost guns were going from his gun shows to crime on the streets of Philadelphia. And you know what he did? He got together with us and he stopped selling those ghost guns. You know what happened after that? He was praised by gun violence prevention organizations and the gun lobby. He was praised by other gun sellers because they recognize the glaring loophole. It is possible to find common ground on this, to protect liberty and to save lives, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Certainly encouraged by the action. They're promising results. Real quick while we have you with us, I want to talk about these COVID vaccination card scams that are out there right now.
Yeah, look, I mean, more and more we're seeing online merchants sell those fake, COVID vaccine cards that some people are required to use, for entry to an event or business or whatever the case may be. And so I've been leading a delegation of attorneys general, bipartisan delegation, to work with these platforms to shut down those sales. You could be violating federal and state law by purchasing one of them, and certainly those networks that are, housing them and promoting them and selling them could be violating the law as well. So we want to get those fake COVID vaccine cards off the internet and stop those sales. And if you're someone contemplating buying one, I would just strongly urge you not to. You could be violating our identity theft laws, federal laws, by using a fake CDC logo. There's a lot of trouble you could get in. I just really urge people not to do that. I do strongly urge you to get a vaccine. Obviously, it's personal choice, but it's one that I think is important to make. Get your vaccine, get a legit card, and use that.
And it's interesting because so many people, I guess we should have known this was going to come. So many people have been taking pictures, trying to encourage others to get the vaccine. But when you think about it, it does seem pretty simple. Looks like it's just printed words on a card. There's not a hologram or any type of raised lettering or anything on it.
That's exactly right. And, you raise another issue. I've seen a lot of people on social media who are finally excited to get their vaccine, right? And then they post a picture of them getting the vaccine, and then they post a picture of their card. I'd also strongly urge you not to do that. That card has your birth date. It has personal information that, identity thieves are going to do everything they can to get a hold of and then use for nefarious purposes. So, you want to post a picture of you getting the vaccine, great. Just strongly urge you, if you're going to post that card, black out your birthday digitally, or just simply don't post the card. It's not something that's going to help you in the long run.
Just show your Band-Aid instead.
Exactly.
Something else you
there
can
you go.
I got it. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro, always great having you on.
Good to be with you. Stay safe, guys.
Thanks.
You
as
too.
well.
Thank you. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.